There we go. Okay. Hopefully you can all hear me. Hopefully we are actually live. Here we go then for round 1 of Season 3 RF1 F2. And we've already got cars coming out on track, probably on the wets. No, not on the wets. There we go, my mic keeps cutting out, I should be alright now. Okay. And I can't see who this is because the stream overlay is in the way. Who is it? Bonch. Bonch is going to be the first person to do a quali lap of the this third season. Reach the beginning of his lap now. Looks like it could be. I'm going to have to move this overlay. I can't see it. There we go. So Bonch sets the first lap of this season with a 118.1, almost a 118.2. That is the banker so far. Like we've got Lucas who's out there. A few people coming out west as per usual. Bedridden this excessive qualifying session. We've got Stuart and Eclipse on track. Eclipse will be the first person to start his fine laps on the right on board. A spinner. Eclipse has spun turn 1. That's not the best way to start your first fine lap, but he's alive, that's the important thing. Don't know how much damage he has from that, have a look. Doesn't look like he's got actually any damage from that, surprisingly. I'm pretty sure he went into the wall. He continues his lap anyway. Oh, and he's gone off probably to let Lucas will be the first person to set a proper lap run over. one exit though, which is important. It's always tricky to get these last few corners at Austrian director T1's wide. Loses him quite a lot of time there. Luckily he didn't validate and he was set a 115.4 Bonch a little bit, so obviously Bonch is huge. So we shoot it on the wets, see what you can do. There was the last corner. He was a 123.2. Nice and competitive. Clips with a 155 flat, it's going to spot with that. Shouldn't be pushing again. No. Bradford then on an out lap. He is on the soft tyre. Presuming most of them will go out on the soft tyre. It's kind of the tyre of choice in F2 qualifying. He'll be the first person across the line to start another flying lap, so we'll arrive with him as he prepares. Surprised we haven't seen anyone burning fuel yet. That's the quickest way to do it in F2, because you get set so much. Bradford comes into the pits. Put lap, if he had a spin or something that I didn't catch. Damage. The Stewart's still braving on the wets. That's what we like to see in F2 qualifying. Looks like he's low on fuel, so he'll be coming in shortly. No, he stays up for another, we'll ride on board with him. Not sure if people will be going 100% push just yet this early in the session. There's still 22 minutes to go, so we're just setting installation, that's back collapse, just trying to get someone on the board, coming out on the wets. Yeah, Clips makes it safe at turn 1 this time. Oh. And he made it out of turn 1 safely, but he's not made it out of turn 3 safely. He spins round on exit. Not pushing I'm not too sure what the plan is here. It was not on a push lap. Sounds like on his out lap. That is to start his first flying lap of the season on the wets. Probably be another good few minutes until people start coming out and saying competitive representative lap times. We'll ride aboard with Tesla for now, put pressure on him, see how good his wet tyre driving skills are when it's a dry track. The apex nicely, to be fair to it. Oh, oh, there he goes. Caught on camera. Tasonic spins on the wets. Not much we can really do about that, is there? Clips going on slowly. He has run out of fuel, yeah. Run out of fuel. He was just, I guess, getting a feel for the track. Not sure what he was doing coming up. Lots of pressure on Iran. I don't think he has not come out. I don't think he's come out yet, even on the wets. Champion last season, of course. Looking to make it number 2 this season. He's the person to beat this season to lose. He was competitive, very competitive last season. The cars, F2 cars, don't seem too different in this game, so we'll be able to carry some momentum unless someone can catch up to him. Teammates with Loki this year. Eruption showing his support for Aaron in the chat. Hoping he loses the championship by 1 point. Or we can tell who's not his favourite. But Bonja made a very good point. Stuart got more wins last season. It was more just consistency in the high positions from Aaron that won on the championship. But if Stuart can stay consistent at the top, more so than he did last season, then he'll definitely be a really good contender this year. Still braving it out on the wets. 122.3, only 2 temps off Eclipse this time. I get he wasn't pushing, but still. Tell you what, there's a lot more grip on the wets, I'm pretty sure, this year than there was last year in the dry. I think some people may start coming out and setting their first proper flying laps now in the first on the next few minutes. Lucas has just come out of the pits. It looks like Tasmanic's run out of fuel, so we'll have to come back in. Lucas out of the pits on the softs. He's looking to start a flying lap. He goes very deep into turn 3. Missed his braking points twice in a row. Just runs wide next to there, lucky not to invalidate. He's done it twice from Lucas, he's run wide, been lucky not to invalidate. Almost the end of the lap now, not too bad, apart from going deep through the corners. Certainly be quicker than the 115.4, I believe. Oof, he slides into the last corner, runs wide, and yeah, that's no validation. He went very well in that last corner. That would have been a 115.2, but he did a run wide one. Pretty much every corner that lap, so not representative at all of what the time will be and what time he can do himself. Bradford is going out on the wets, he's joining the club. Not as many people doing it. I'm surprised. I thought at least everyone would do it at least once. Just joining the club now. He's gonna start a flying lap on the wet, see if he can beat Tazonic's time. Clips coming out, softs, exact same set of softs that he was on earlier. He was doing some slow laps on. See what he can do this time around. Looks like he's pushing definitely a bit harder than he was before. Maybe not. Say that. Oof. Light us up the throttle and exit. I think damage might be off. Damage on that even. So damage could be off for this session. Not sure why. It's not how we've used to do it, but Clip's just lighting up the throttle on the exit of turn 4 there and paying the price for it. Loki's just coming to the end of the flying lap. He looked like he was pushing fairly decently hard on the last corner. Didn't quite catch the beginning of the lap, so I have no idea how hard he was pushing in total. But he sets a 1:15.6 to P2, just behind 210. Flips, so it's still out there. Bradford has had some trouble with the middle sector, and he's run out of fuel, as what happens when you come out in the wets. Down to 11 minutes the session. Surely now people are going to start coming out and setting their proper times at the action time. Andrew Clips has also run out of fuel right at the beginning of the lap. There's a lot of track to get through on no fuel. Punch has come out on his outlap now. Yeah, on the soft tyres, set fresh sauce. Finally, maybe a proper lap. Once he begins to close down on the Clips very quickly. Lucas is on set up hold of soft speed on his outlap. As well, he'll be starting a lap shortly. He's just coming to turn 3 now. But main focus now with Bonge, who's coming around the last couple of corners to start his flying lap. Just a validate there. Hopefully that wasn't this time next. Just he's continuing to push. A little bit into that crossing time, not too much though. Looks like he will catch up with some traffic later on. Said before, the F2 cars are not too different from last year in my opinion, but they're certainly still as hard. They're not easy cars to drive, especially around Austria now, where it's a track where, especially in Sector 3, you need to carry so much speed, and it's a lot harder to do with the less downforce F2 cars. So I reckon it will be a less close build by the end of quali. I reckon there'll be some people who just shine at the top, because they're able just to carry more speed. Especially, it's also down to the setup. Setup is a very, very big deal around Austria here with an F1 and F2. And just coming towards the edge of that, look fairly tidy. A few loose rear end moments, but not too bad. Quite easy to invalidate, like I said before, so keep it nice and even the track ready. Yeah, from there getting onto the slipstream. The car ahead, the 1:14.7, that's the first proper competitive time we've seen this session. Stewart, he is invalidated, so Stewart counter will probably be going again. Moran, reigning champion, he is on a lap. He's flying, coming out there to turn 3. It's quite late. Takes a lot of curve though, which is not ideal for turn 3. Really upsets the car in the rear. Both F1 and F2. Still look fairly tidy. No loose rear end. Not many people using entry curve. I don't know if that's not the quickest way in an F2 car as it is in F1. Sector 3 now, hardest bit on the track. A lot harder in these cars. Keeps it nice within the limits. As I say that, he runs wide and validates. Commentator's cursing his lap there. This might be on the lap. I'm sure Nicholas just let Aaron pass though, so I'm not sure. Right on board him anyway. Spins around and he just got caught in the grass there. Unlucky for him, hopefully not rear end damage, because that would be quite over. Lucas got around last corner, he's invalidated. Fortunately for him, he's probably going again. Got the fuel for it, don't see why not. Mr. Tallow as well coming around the last corner, I believe, and he's also invalidated. Track limits taking no prisoners today. Not much, don't think there's too much time left in this qualifying session. 7 minutes, so people will be starting to come out as Tallow completely cuts time one. It's a validation for him. Struggling to get a clear lap. Richards, he's coming out again, this time not on the wet and the soft, so he'll be looking to set the actual flying lap at the moment. We've got a bit of action there, but everyone's either invalidated or come back into the pits. Platinum, he's just started his lap. Couldn't quite catch time one, so not sure how he did that. Time 3, lifting coasts. So he's not pushing as hard. He's DRS though, so maybe he is. Yeah, it's a quick way. He's found to do it. Maybe he's lifting it off. Taking one more lap to warm the tyres. It is a short lap here. No tyre blankets in F2 obviously, so it's quite a lot harder to warm up the tyres. So obviously just taking an extra lap to do so. We'll continue on board with him because he'll be first. I know Richard will be the first, so we'll switch over to him. Richard starting his first proper flying lap. He's on the wets. He's got a clear road ahead of him, so no risk of traffic. I believe he is pushing hard either, judging by that. We'll still continue on board with him, just go forwards. Very hard, so we'll switch back to Platt, see if he's pushing. Lower run up to through turn 2, which isn't really a turn. These cars, quite many cars, turn 3. That is definitely pushing now, I think. Yes, he is. Taking that extra lap to warm up the tyres. Tiny through turn 3, no loose rear end, which is really easy to do. Nice amount of curb inside there, that is the quickest way. Front rear lock there, that will compromise him a little bit, but it looked like it didn't really affect his line. Just touched the death curb there, that curb can spin you off as he gets quite unlucky there. Only barely just ran wide. And validates. His fuel meter is not flashing, so he'll be going again straight away, so... Oh no, he decides to pit. There. It looked like a pretty decent lap so far until that moment where he ran wide. Tazonic flexibly on that, but he's invalid as well. Everyone's invalid. She'd also taking another lap to warm up his tyres. I think Nicholas just whizzed past him. We'll ride aboard of him. Looks like he went purple sector 1 there, just quicker than Bonch. Lots of people have been on track, but no one's actually come close to Bonch's lap because no one's set a valid lap yet. Track limits still claiming a little victims. Like a very strict run through there. Nice and tiny from Nicholas there. Looks well within the track limits. That's what you need to do. A little bit wide, so this is the apex, but apart from that, decent balance. There's a 150 from the it's E5. 3 times off Loki's time. Tazonic, he's on and on flyer. Actually valid this time. Looks like he's low on fuel. Looks to be pushing. The game tells me he sets purpose. I catch the delta on the top right there, so I'm not sure if that's true or not. Very tidy through the last, for the penultimate corner there, and into the last corner. And that as 5 car goes quicker, so we're on 14.5 just ahead of them. Looks like 13.8. 7 tenths quicker than 5's lap. There we go, really tidy from Kazan. They're all starting to come across the line now as Bradford sets up on 15.5, that puts him in 5th. Tanner is coming across the line now, yes it is, to begin at that. Just slowing down to give himself space. I might catch a nice slipstream there. Looking very tidy from Tyler so far. Sector 3 now where you can gain and lose the most amount of time. Runs a little bit wide there, but that can give you a better exit if you play it right. It keeps you within the track limits, which a lot of people have struggled to do. Touch wide there again, Will, and he runs into the grass. Stays valid though. Does stay valid, not sure how, so continue to push. I would have compromised him a lot though, he would have lost a lot of time running wide into the grass there. It was a bit deep into the last corner as well, kind of fell apart for him in the last sector there, but he'll come across the line. 150.4, not too bad. Stewart is also on fire, really good to improve from a 123.2 as he spins round. Luckily the rear of his car hits the wall, but I think damage is off. He's clear, so quite a big crash there from Stewart. I think he just got a bit greedy with the throttle and took too much curb. And that does not work, especially on this game. Sends him into the gravel track, but he's looking fairly clear. Aaron, I believe that is? Nope. Aaron's struggling to get a lap in. He's invalid. He's on a an older set of softs. I think he's running out of fuel as well. I don't believe there was too much time left in this session. Yellow flag, time record, sorry, top left. Okay, yeah, the session over, the checker flag is out. 3 minutes for everyone to finish the lap. Arrowhead, reigning champion, will not get a lap in. I don't think many people are on laps at the moment, so I think what currently stands is what's going to go. Platinum is definitely on the lap. He's up. Aaron will get out of the way. Oh, and I think Platinum run wide there again. I think he did. Same place, only just again. Looks very tidy though as he comes into the pits. So no lap from Platinum. It's quick. Stewart, no competitive lap time from him. He was very competitive last season. And the reigning champion will be starting last. He couldn't get a lap in, neither could Gid Rustable ill. So unless Richard can do anything about it, I think Tally on pole. Very strange qualifying session there, no real flush of laps as Richard crosses the line. 118.3, pretty much a 118.4. And puts a P9. But yeah, so Nicholas in the pits, runs over time, taking the checkered flag. That is it for qualifying. Tazonic will be on pole by quite some margin. 7 tenths of a second over 5 Crown, and top 3 is finished by Bonch with a 114.6, just a tenth. By 5, and not far behind Bonch is Loki with 114.6 as well. Tallow behind him with a 115.4, and Lucas P6 can quite catch his lap time. 115.4 as well for Lucas, so very close between him and Tallow. Bradford's in P7, Nicholas P8, Richard P9, and Eclipse rounds off the top 10. And Stewart, who set his quickest lap time on the wets, in 11th place. Platinum, Eel, and Aran is the bottom 3. So it could be an interesting race, especially with what should be the quickest driver on the grid if you go off last season, starting at the rear, and Stewart as well, who won the most races last season, starting 11th. Platinum not getting a lap time in. He's a quick driver as well, and Eel also not getting a lap time in, down to 13th, but. Tazonik on pole then, by 6 tenths even, not 7 tenths, can't do maths. But a very shuffled grid, not representative of what these drivers, or some of these drivers can do anyway, so could be an interesting race, could be a hectic race. Ruxin's very happy about Tado and P5. And it is raining, wow! Even more interesting, it is raining. I can't, as a spectator, I can't see the weather forecast. But it looks like it'll be raining. I might have to ask one of the drivers for that, unless they've let me know already. But yeah, it is raining. It's quite heavy as well, so luckily the drivers will not have to start on their sauce. That's lucky for some, because some of them are about 4 lap old sauce. So we'll get the formation lap underway quite quickly then. Penalties will also come into play, judging by the amount of invalid laps that happened over quali, so be looking out for penalties. The race could be won on penalties, podiums could be won on penalties. Let's just see how wet it is. Looks fairly wet, but they all appear to be on dry tyres. All of them. My eyes deceive me, it can't be that wet, or the game has forced them all to start on the softs. Not too sure what's going on. Stuart's already finding the conditions tricky. It looks like it's getting more wet. If everyone dries, then very interesting race start. Yeah, so Tazonik has just said that the game has put them all on dry tyres in the wet weather. So I'm assuming on lap 1 we'll all be pitting in. But you also got to remember there is no inters in Formula 2, only wet, so if it's not wet enough for wets, then they'll all be on the dries. Can we get a good camera angle for the game? I don't think we can. I think we'll have to deal with that. Yeah, well, poor camera angle, but we move. 5 lights then ahead of the drivers. We are underway in a wet Austria. So Tazonik gets a decent start. Yeah, he is pulled away already. 5 car now getting pressure from behind. Bonch, Mr. Tano moves around the outside. Mr. Tano up into P2. What a move from him. Tano up into P2. Looking to press Tazonik now from P1. 5 car is closely behind there. Bonge, Loki, Lucas there is shuffling them back. Aran looks like he's made a good start all the way up to P9. Nicholas is 14th, he's made a bad start. Stuart putting pressure on Bradford now, side by side. And we're up to turn 4. Outside line is not the best there, so looking for Bradford to stay ahead. He's already ahead going into the corner. Down the inside he goes, he stays ahead. Lucas made a decent start as well, but Tano, main star so far, he's keeping with Tazonik. What a start from him. Went round the outside, that was a brilliant move. Come back on Nicholas. Oh, we got a spinner. Actually, has spun, he's into the wall. That looks like damage. I thought damage was off, but no. He has definitely got damage. maybe he had a tussle with Nicholas. He has got damage and he is going to be really, really far back. Oh, it looks like Aaron. Yeah, Aaron's slow. There's been an incident, definitely. Aaron was P9, I believe he was. Now he's P11. And Richard looks like he spun as well. Loki falling back. That is blue flag to show. I'm not sure who that's for. Is that the timing of mixing up? Yes, it is. Yeah, the timing is all messing up. Typical game. Tallow. It says Tallow's P6, that is not true, he is P2 still, I think. Tallow goes a bit deep now, that'll put Bond right on him. Is the timing fixed set? No. Tazonic definitely leads from Tallow, from Bond, from Loki, from Stewart, from Bradford. Platinum 5 crown, Lucas, Eel, Aaron, it was made a great start. So we had that tussle I think he did with Richard, and Eclipse right at the back, 7 the bits. So he's going to be significant. Well, he's almost being lapped already, and it's only lap 3. Tallow is sticking with something. There'll be no DRS as it's wet, I believe. See the message come up, but he's sticking with it. Bond is right behind, same purple sectors, so you know what. There from Bond, that will really affect his run. He might be close enough to Tallow on this occasion. Looks like a massive pack at the back here, massive train headed by Stewart. No, DRS is enabled. DRS is definitely enabled. Surprising it is wet, but it means Tallow will have it on Tazonic. No more penalties just yet, that's surprising. I thought there'd be a lot more with penalties. So, well, it looks like Tazonic has spun. Taz has spun from the lead. He's wondered where he had gone. I was looking at the timing and he's down to P7. That means Mr. Tallow is now the leader. Bond is right behind him side by side into turn 1. That can always end badly. Tallow stays ahead for now as Bond is really twitching the exit right onto the grass. With the DRS, it'll be way too far away from Tallow out. That puts Loki right with him. Side by side, they're going to go into turn 3. And it looks like Loki might have that one secured. He will have the DRS on exit. None of them will have DRS exit, as Bradford has just received a 10-second time penalty from corner cutting. Looks like he might have with Tazonic yet, as Taz also gets a 5-second penalty for corner cutting. Well, those two have come together. Second incident with Bradford. Second incident with Tazonic, this time with someone else. So we have another yellow flag. Looks like that one's for Nicholas, who's off. Austria is claiming a lot of people today. And there's another person who's off. No, it's just Nicholas. So he is lapped and the pack is catching up quite quickly at the moment Tallow is built up in a respectable lead from Loki. Don't think Loki has DRS, no he doesn't. Bonchless however, he's right on the rear of him. Won't be looking to make a move into turn 1, but we have so much more speed on the run down to turn 3. Tugged to the slipstream. Loki goes defensive, he completely covers that inside line as Bond just gets really twitchy on entry there. To make a sudden direction change, but he looks like he will switch back as who was that who just spun in front of Eclipse? Eclipse has spun, but Moving back onto the Loki battle. Bonch still won't be close enough, surprisingly. Lucas and Tazonic in the pits. Taz just in the exit. They might have had damage from that tussle with Richard, as they are right next to each other on exit. It looks like Richard doesn't want to fight that, as Nicholas gets a 10-second time penalty for corner cutting. He looks like he's spun as well, and so is Eclipse. I don't know if they've come together, but Nicholas has spun again as Talos is the fastest lap of the race. He's pulling away from Loki, is ever closer, our Bonch and Loki. This time Bonch is right behind him with the DRS. Looks like it could be an easy pass for him now. Down through turn 2, which isn't really a corner, into turn 3, heavy braking zone with the inside line. It should be a fairly simple move for Bonch, and it is, but Loki with the switchback with DRS might have to come back at him. Down the inside he goes, and fairly easily we'll get that overtake done, but could be another switchback on for Bonch. No, he's too far back. Loki reclaims second place. So they've dropped Platt. Platt is completely gone from the straight now. There's about a 9.8 second gap to him now, so he won't be joining in on the fun. These guys are letting them. Lucas gets a 3-second time penalty. I think that's just simple track limits. Forward now with Bonch. Making a move into turn 1 isn't ideal. It looks like he's going to do it anyway. Down the inside it goes, decides to back out. It's like DRS hasn't been very powerful in these F2 cars. Normally it isn't, but I thought it'd be a bit better than this. So Bonch decides to stay behind again, looking to make a move hopefully into turn 4. Loki's always been good for that in Formula 1 cars, and looks like F2. Bonch still decides to stay behind. The move wasn't there, surprisingly he stayed behind, but he's choosing to live over an overtake. This does something completely destroy his fastest lap with 119.8. He'll be coming back after that poor start from him. Bonch and Loki both dive into the pits. Looks like Bonch did get ahead there, as Tano destroys Tazonic's fastest, like 118.9. Looks like the track is drying up now, not as wet as it was before. Platinum now goes quickest with 118.4. He's showing good pace now. He's gained 8 tenths from when we last were with him. How are Bonch and Loki going to be on the exit? Still close together. Stewart is just behind him. Tazonic goes quickest again. As the fastest lap. I think it's getting drier every lap. 117.9 from him. He's still down 50 seconds down at P9, but he's putting pressure on Aaron, who was underperformed considering he was champion last year. Should be a fairly simple move for him. As Aaron starts to stick one up the inside. There's late braking from him. Who will get DRS? Looks like none of them did. None of them got DRS. Squeezing each other on the run down to turn 4. Taz will have the outside line. That may give him an advantage on the exit. Squeezes Aaron. These guys are getting their elbows out, but Hazelink stays ahead for now. Goes defensive, but I don't think he really needs to. As Aaron tries to stick it on the outside, he does. Loses it on exit, and he has to stay behind for now. So Clips picks up another penalty. Tado comes into the pits, the leader pits. He should be comfortably ahead of Bonge, and he is, although Bonge is getting quite a lot of time, and looks like Loki's falling back. It's 5 Paramco's quickest from 116.9. It is stopped raining now. It is definitely almost completely dry. Platinum's getting another second since we last saw him. He's looking very quick. Yeah, he's getting drier and drier every second. Tado goes a bit deep there. That'll make Bonge go a bit closer to him. Yeah, I have the DRS now. Bonge goes purple. I think most drivers will be going purple at the moment. There's Platt gained another 2 temps that lap so far. Bonge now right on the rear, Tado challenging for the lead. Tado goes deep into the last corner, that's not ideal. Bonge does go quickest as I thought, 116.5. Down the inside he'll go into turn 1. Backs out of it. Not ideal to go down the inside and turn 1 there. So he'll get a great run now into turn 3. Looks like it will have to be a send if he wants to get it done, and he does. No, he backs out again. Forces Tado to go deep, hopefully he gets a better exit. They're coming up now to Clips, who's 2 laps down. Platt has gained about another 5 temps. So he's chipping away at that. We can expect to see him later on in the race challenging for this. This Tado goes really deep this time. Not as many penalties as I expected. We're only halfway, but I definitely thought there'd be more now as Bonge gets a bit twitchy on exit. Clips moves out the way for them, which is good. 3 laps down he is now. Poor race from him. Tado got a way better exit than he did last lap. I think Bonge is quite close enough to make a move into turn 1, but that's not really what you want to be doing in this track. Platinum goes quickest with a 115.9. The lap times are tumbling. Tado got an awful exit out there. Bonge with the DRS will just whiz past him. Fairly easy overtake there from Bonge, but he does go defensive into turn 3. Tado will abuse that, go around the outside, and get a switch back with DRS. It's not over yet for Tado. As Aran gets a 10-second penalty. Don't know what's happened there, he's got dirt on his tyres. As he comes into the pits, he may have damage. There's been obviously an instant. As Tado picks up a 3-second penalty. That'll put him behind Loki if it stays like this. Platinum not gaining as much time as he was, but he's still chipping away at that gap. At this rate, he may catch them before the end of the race. So, Lucas is right on the end of Eel, but Eel is not in control of his car at the moment. Arrow does pit. Dirt on his tyres, he definitely got into some sort of incident, and he's serving a 10-second penalty, I think. Not sure if he can do that or not. He will come down, definitely a lap down. Pit stops in F2 are really, really long. That's 5 Crown picks up a 3-second penalty. That shouldn't affect his position, but not ideal if he wants to catch Platt. Platt can now Platt now coming up to Aaron, who is lap down. It's kind of gone from bad to worse for him. So Platt hasn't chipped away as much as he was. His gap stayed the same that past lap, so he needs to pick up the pace if he wants to catch up. Bonge is built up over a 1-second gap, so Tado will not get the DRS. And he is sitting net P3 at the moment with his penalty. might pick up DRS from our end here. No, he slows down to that fast. That's the quickest lap of the race, 1:15.9. Not too much of improvement of what 5 kilometers was, but still better. He's gained a lot of time on that lap, about 5 tenths, so he's picking up the pace again. So Loki is caught up to Tado, he's now within DRS. A lot of the overtake really matters, as Tado has got a penalty, but nice to get it on track. 7 laps to go here. Tally was really deep into there. That would compromise him a lot. But Loki picks up a penalty as well. This fight is now for position. Loki ran wide on exit there. He picks up a track limit penalty. So now this fight actually matters. We'll stay with these guys. Looks like Eclipse is going slowly, he's 4 laps down, it's been an awful race for him. As Arango's quickest by 2 tenths with 1:15.7, he is a lap down, and he's outside the top 10, so that won't matter, but he takes the point off Black. Loki won't be quick enough, or close enough to Tado on this round, but he's getting closer every lap. As Tado goes a bit deep, he'll get a better exit. Tado was slightly pulled away, still being with that, within that 1 second, but nowhere near as close as he was. Got a bit twitchy on exit there, that'll compromise him. Loki is a lot closer. Don't know if it'll be close enough for him. Checking back in with Platinum, he has gained about another couple of attempts since we last checked on him. He is getting, well, Aran is unlapping himself, or he's trying to anyway. That can't work in this game because you'll just get blue flags straight away. So it's probably compromising Platinum a little bit because he's got to go straight inside of him. So yeah, Aaron does fall back a little bit. Not worth it, and he goes into the pits probably to protect his fastest lap. As he picks up a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Loki and Tado going side by side in turn 1. This is the battle for 2nd place, but because both of them have got a penalty, Platinum is right on the rear of them. Platinum at the moment is net P2. So Loki and Tado fighting for 3rd place, side by side into turn 3. Loki really pushing one exit there. Looks like both of them will get a DRS because there's a lap car ahead of them. Tado is ahead now, and it looks like he'll stay ahead. Yeah, he will. But Platinum is right on the rear. He'll be joining in this fight sooner rather than later. Platinum really pressuring both of them now. He is P2, remember that, so he doesn't really need to get ahead. But, Loki and Tado will be fighting fiercely for the last podium place. Tado really wants it, I'm sure Loki really wants it too. Both unusual, both unlikely podium finishes in recent seasons, so this does mean a lot to them. Loki with DRS, so he's a lot closer to Tado. Tado doesn't really go defensive. But here comes Platinum, he's got a lot more speed than both of them. He decides to back out. Not really necessary for him to make the overtake. Loki goes down the inside, but he goes really deep. And Tado will get back past, I believe. Yeah, he will. Loki has no DRS, so here comes Platinum. Loki might have fooled himself there by going deep into turn 3. Platinum on the inside, and he squeezes him, and he'll get past. No, they're not done yet, as they're going to go side by side into this left-hander. Loki on the inside, Platinum backs out. Again, he doesn't need to be aggressive. He's already got the positions because of penalties. It's all about the exit out of turn 1 now. Whoever gets the best exit will be ahead into turn 3. Will Platt decide to spawn their party or not though? That's up to him. Almost touches the rear, goes a bit deep. Loki got an average exit out of turn 1. He'll have the DRS from Tado. Tado's still not defending the inside line. Down the inside Loki goes. So he locks up on the inside. A little bit of contact there. No damage though. They're still racing. Loki will have DRS, he'll have the advantage. And the inside line going into turn 4. Battle for the last podium is getting really fierce. As Tado sticks around the outside. He's still fighting the fight. You have to tuck behind for now, but he'll have DRS on the next few straights on the next lap. Platinum gets a really good exit compared to Tado there. He's side by side into the penultimate corner. That normally doesn't end well as they make contact and Platinum spun. That never ends well as Tado picks up another 3-second penalty. Farcon gets past Platinum, but yeah, that never ends well. Going side by side into that corner. They make contact. Doesn't matter how much contact you make, you're always going to spin. Platinum learned that the hard way. So Bonch has kind of just run away with it. He's got a 5-second, just under 5-second gap to Loki. Those two were battling quite hard earlier in the race, but it looks like if things stay as they are, nothing crazy happens. The top 3 will stay as they are. As Tado has 6 seconds of penalties now. Have a look. Yeah, he does. 5 has 3 seconds, so he shouldn't be challenging Tado too much unless they make a mistake. But it's kind of fizzled out towards the end. The gaps are getting bigger, and I doubt there'll be many battles going on. Stewart though is close to Taz on the key, but I don't know if he have DRS. It doesn't look like it, but we're on the final lap now with Bunch. We'll ride on board with him for the rest of it. Never mind, Stewart is a lot closer. Taz on it. Here we go. Platinum and Farnclough are going to have a battle maybe on the last lap, not like it matters, got a penalty. Kemp spins ahead of them, then a woeful race for him. Farnclough goes a bit deep, I'll put Platinum right on him. He's still too far back. Pretty much all the overtaking chances gone in the lap. So we'll give all the attention to Bonch, who has built up a nice gap to Loki in the end there. It's about 5 seconds. So he's going to come through the penultimate corner of the last lap. An interesting race. It was wet and suddenly dry. Out of nowhere. I have no idea what the weather is, but interesting race. As Bond swerves across the line, he will win the first race of the F2 season. Looks like Loki just behind Tado will pick up a podium. Tado on the podium, followed by 5 Crown on track, but Platinum will pass. Platinum just gets ahead of Tado. So Tado will not be on the podium. The finishing order was Monch, Loki, Plat for the first race. That gets reversed for the next race. So it is Bradford, I believe. He's not crossed the line yet, but I believe it will be Brad on reverse grid pole. Fastest lap in the end goes to Iran. He won't pick up a point, but fastest lap by quite some margin, 1:14.8. Platinum, he went a bit quiet. He gained 9 positions in that race. He'll be my driver of the race, driver of the day for that one. The game decides that as well. As your final finishing order then. It is completely dry for the next race, so no twists and turns like we had in this one, unfortunately. But yeah, confirmed that Bradford on reverse grid pole. He finished 8th, and that's how it works in Formula 2. This Hydran has joined, he's a bit late. Oh, I think Bradford just spun. Bradford did just spin the formation up, I believe. I don't know why Stewart's gone past him. So Stewart, who's P2, his game has unfortunately crashed, so he won't be controlling his car at the start. But Bradford on pole then, followed by Stewart's Ghost, Taz, 5 Crown, Tado, Platinum, Loki, Chan, Bonch Chan. That is your reversed grid order. The rest of them are as they were. Can we get a good camera angle this time? No. Okay. Brilliant. So everyone has finished, yep. So the lights will start to come on now for the second race, final race of the season. The lights aren't showing for me, but they're definitely on for the drivers. I don't know what's going on. Everyone's ghosted, okay. There we go. 5 lights, 10 ahead of the drivers. We're away for the sprint race. Bradford did not get a great start at all. Tazonic's got past both of them. What a start for him. Looks like 5 on the grass there. There's Stewart looks to have made a great start. Stewart's AI. Mr. Tanner all the way up to P2, exactly what happened last race. Bonch ahead of Stewart's Ghost, followed by Loki Aran, who's made a brilliant start again. He got a habit of making good starts, but hopefully it doesn't turn out like it did before. He's already up 7 positions. Nicholas has also made a great start, up 6 positions. Looks like 5 is ghosted. He's got control of his car. Leads then from 1 second behind Tado, Bonch, Loki, Aaron, Stewart, 5 Crown, Platinum. We've got a yellow flag, got a spin at the back. It's Eclipse again. Eclipse has spun. It's been a bad weekend for him, as he's right at the back in P14. As Nicholas is off as well. Nicholas is off. He's onto the grass, as Lucas has already picked up a pen as well. Chaos at the start. It was all calm until that happened. Not sure if they've come after coming together or what, but. Nicholas and Eclipse both off. Nicholas made a great start. Looks like Platinum and Stewart battling, but nope. Stewart still hasn't made his way back into the lobby. DRS enabled. Aran's all the way up to second. 2 seconds to Tazonic, who looked to chip away at that. But I think it's the audit that's messed up. Yeah, I don't think that's the actual audit. No, the game is messing up again. Just wait for that to sort out. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Tazonic leads still from Tello. I thought Aaron had made like some sort of godlike start, but nope. Just the game. As Tello has broken DRS, he's within a second by 1 millisecond to Tazonic. It's like that might have changed now. Bonch right on the rear, Tado. We'll get a nice switchback there. When he looked to dive here, thought he was going to look to dive down the inside there. Definitely not. Not in that corner. DRS is enabled, will be enabled this lap. Yeah, DRS will be enabled this lap. Tazonic still pulling away. He's got a fairly big gap now. Looks like he won't be beaten. both of them go deep into turn 1. Tado slightly more. DRS enabled, should be an easy pass for Bonch. Tado doesn't go defensive. Bonch gives him a little squeeze, but a fairly simple pass for him. Doesn't like he's down the inside of him, but no, looks like Tado sticks it, but yeah, he runs off the track. It's expected. Looks like now Loki got a brilliant run on Tado. He did run wide. And, Tado did have DRS, both of them have DRS, but Loki's the inside line. And, as Tado runs onto the grass, and will be under pressure from Aaron. Really bad lap there from Tado. Aaron sends it down the inside. Oh, they make contact. That was a bit risky, Aaron. He dives it up the inside again and makes contact again. I don't really know what's going on between contact again. These guys are like magnets. Aaron chooses to try and stick it around the outside. That will never work. So runs deep in the last corner. He'll have DRS though. Tado lost 2 positions on that lap. That's not big game for him. Aaron unnecessarily tries to send it down the inside. That will never. He's too far back now. Tado should keep the position for now. Platinum's caught up. We're on a nice little train here now, a nice DRS train, that's what we like. Don't think Fire's in control of his car, he is ghosted still. Stewart still back in the lobby. So Aaron was close enough to Tado. I thought he would have with DRS got past, but no, Tado's showing some good defence. Tado picked up the penalty. He did, I just saw he ran a little bit wide there. That was enough to get him his third warning. So Platinum has a look down the inside, chooses otherwise. Bonch sets a fastest lap. Stewart picked up a penalty, but he's not controlling his car, so I'm not really sure how that's happened. Platt right on the back of Aaron, who completely cuts turn 1. I mean, double warning for him, I think. Tado will be under pressure now. He's just close enough. Oof. Aaron is really pushing, getting twitchy on the exit, but that puts Platt right on his rear. The only thing saving Aaron at the moment is the fact that he has got DRS. Platt gets very twitchy there. Yeah, he would have had a good run, I think, but just put the throttle down too early. He needs to stay behind. Oh, and Aaron's off. Aaron makes a mistake. He's off. He's in the wall. Doesn't look like any damage. I think damage has been reduced. I think he just got a bit greedy on the throttle and paid the price for it. Yeah, definitely no damage. He's not getting. As Tazonic goes quickest. He's chipping away at that gap. Platinum right on the back of Tado. He will have DRS, but Tado got a great exit out there. I don't think Platinum will be close enough. Tado has got a penalty, you always got to remember, so Platt doesn't really have to fight this too hard. Got some yellow flag as Eclipse has spun again. Got a brilliant exit out there. Looks like he might choose to set it down the inside. The penultimate corner, no, he downshifts. He's choosing to stay behind. really close to the straight. That looks like, I think they bagged wheels on the straight. Not too sure why that happens, but Tado didn't really defend that one. He has got a penalty as Platt goes down the inside, and that's his position now. Loki not too far down the road. Platt could be looking at another podium. So Tado's got ahead. Tado got ahead again. I don't know how that's happened. He had a massive gap. I switched off because I thought they had a massive gap. No, Tado's ahead of Platt. Pushing him through the last sector there with DRS Talis on the inside. DRS hasn't been very effective with the F2 cars, to be honest. Not really too sure why. Platt tries to brave around the outside, doesn't quite work. Talis ahead, but Platt has got DRS still. One of the DRS looks like they were too close. Side by side into turn 3. Platt will around the outside. Tado just fell back. He lost the rear, I think, on the exit of turn 3. That puts 5 Crown ahead of him as well. 5 Crown isn't in control of this car, maybe. He's ghosted, so not really too sure what's going on there. Stewart's still ghosted, he hasn't joined back. That's 5 spun. No, 5 definitely is in control of this car. He is spun. So's Platinum. Platt and 5, maybe they came together, I don't know. But they both spun at the exact same spot. I don't think they came together. I don't think they were close enough. Stewart's AI gets past. Tado has now already come to the gap. That will really help him. That's 5 Crown's lost it. 5 into the wall. That's unlucky for him because he's just part of the pit, just past the pit entry. He has lost front wing. I saw debris come off. Yeah, he's definitely in control of his car. I don't know why he's ghosted. So he will now have to do a whole lap with half a wing. Unlucky for him. So another spinner at the back. Lucas spun. He's a whole minute down, so that won't affect him too much. Not been a great race for Lucas. He's down 4 positions and out the points. Nicholas, he's been chipping away at the gap ever since he had his incident. He's had good pace. As I say that, he goes into the wall. Commentator's curse. He spins out of turn 1. And again, he's got to now do a whole lap with no wing. Taz on it, because Bonch are joining for the lead. Bonch really caught up as he chooses to back out into turn 3. Things are going to get exciting now towards the end of the race. Bonch with DRS, looks like he'll be too far back from Taz on this occasion, but he's really caught up. He's really chips away at that gap as Taz locks up into turn 4 out of compromising. It's all about exits now. DRS not being that powerful, whoever gets the best exit. Taz goes defensive, that compromises exit. Bonch going to be right on the outside. This will get interesting up in the corner, but Bonch likes to back out. I've seen it. He's backed out with a few overtaking moves. Not this one though. He tries to brave around the outside. Not possible there then. Through the last corner, this again will be better on the exit. Bonch will have DRS, or we will have the advantage. Not much though. Turn 1, Taz using all of the entry curve, really pushing hard. They both get an equal exit there. Bonch will have DRS in the slipstream. Taz doesn't go defensive. He chooses to the outside line. Bonch down the inside. He's ahead going to the corner, but he broke very late. Gets it slowed down. Looks like job done for Bonch, but Taz will come back in with DRS in the slipstream. Bonch doesn't go defensive, chooses to let Taz have the inside, really squeezing him onto the grass there. Taz locks up slightly but gets it slowed down. And Taz retakes the lead, but Bonch got a bit twitchy there. He has no chance of getting past. A great move there from Taz, considering he was on the inside. Too many ups left, so track position could be key here, and it will continue to be better at the exits. Taz slightly pulled away, and no way Bonch will be close enough into turn 1, and I doubt it will be close enough down to turn 3. The 7th could be on though. He's getting ever closer to Taz. Taz doesn't go defensive, he gives Bonch the inside line. Bonch decides to back out. The move was on there though, not sure why. He's a lot closer than he was now. This Bonch, Taz goes defensive on the inside. Exactly what he did before. Taz on it is ahead, and he'll force Bonch the long way round. Bonch tries to do the switchback. They almost come together there. I think Taz got a bit twitchy. Bonch will fake one down the inside, force Taz wide. He's right on the inside now. This is not the best place for battling. This is where curbs are known to kill people, and Taz sprays it around the outside. Did well to keep it there. Bonch is a lot closer than he was around last lap. Looking like the last lap now, yeah, last lap of the race. Things are going to get heated up between Taz and Bonch as they're fighting for the win. Taz goes defensive into turn 1, a compromise on exit. Bonch is right on him now. He will take the inside line, nothing to do about that. DRS not being that powerful, but looks like Bonch will probably be fully ahead going into the corner. Here comes Loki. Loki's right with them. The battling has caused them to catch up. It was a really battle for the lead on the last lap, but Loki got a really poor exit out of there. Bonch did get ahead of Taz, but last kind of real overtaking opportunity. Taz tries to brave around the outside. He will give him a nice squeeze, I bet. Yes, he will. So they make a little bit of contact, but nothing too bad as Taz is still side by side with him. He will back out and fake one down the inside of turn 7 there. Bonch is ahead and he's built up about half a second gap. Looks like he will win both races in a row. Yeah, as Loki spun. Loki is spun in the last lap. So it looks like Platinum will pick up third place as he did in the feature race. Come around the last corner, Bonch and Taz right next to each other, but Bonch will win both races in a row, up 7 positions. My drive of the day. Taz put up a great fight. He kind of led most of the race until the end there. he will have to settle for second. Only 3 attempts between them. Platt picks up third, Loki fourth after his spin. Tallow fifth. Good job from him. Stewart sixth. Well, Stewart's AI sixth. 5 count. In seventh. Bradford, who was on pole, he picks up 7th place. And Aaron Dowd in 9th. He's got a puncture. And he will have to settle for one of the final points places. Well, it was all a bit dull. It got exciting towards the end. Really close between Bonge and Taz, but Bonge came out on top, only by 3 attempts. That was really close. Not sure how Loki spun. I want to see that again. I think he just spun completely on his own. He came out of nowhere as well. I didn't even see the gap. That'll be it for round 1. Both races completed. Bonge won both of them, starting from 8th on the grid, and fought his way back up to first. There are your results for that race, but more importantly, the results for the weekend. 40 points Bonge picked up for winning both. Did get fastest lap though. That went to Platt on both occasions. I think he picks up 4 for that. But that is what your championship positions will look like after round 1.